Is this on? Hello, Jeff? Where are you? Are you here? Okay. I'm just going straight into it. I'm going straight into it. I got it's a quickie. Let's talk about it.
The fact that you ran.
I know.
That's so funny.
I was just serving popcorn.
Watching the movie over there.
I heard you
and I didn't
laughing.
See it. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, I was like,
Hi.
yes.
Hi, Bikini Jones. Hi, everyone.
This just in.
What happened?
We have, right? It's succinct. This will be just succinct. If you guys have, I just want to let you know that. They're making me do this in 19 minutes. Is that right?
Oh, they
I'm just
always
letting
do
you know.
that.
I'm just letting you know.
Ignore it.
Okay, fine.
I've never gotten in jail. Oh, I've been
We're
in jail.
friends.
But the point
fine.
being is that who gives a shit?
Right.
All right.
All right.
So, hi. Congratulations.
How are you? It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Congratulations. You were nothing but delightful in that movie. and also unrecognizable to me as you.
Yeah.
So I always dig that when I see somebody in a role that I didn't recognize them in, And that's Paul Reiser. I used to be on Mad About You, and he was pretty remarkable. He's very handsome.
He's a handsome guy.
He's very
Paul
handsome.
Reiser, right?
And you're a big bowl of beautiful. And
Thanks.
I would have liked the movie to have been about you running off with Paul Reiser.
Okay, that's fair. That's
just
fair.
me.
It almost happened in the.
So
Yeah.
I did the reading for this, the Paul Reiser part.
Correct.
Of which you told me many times, you're too young. I was just trying to help. I didn't want to, But what was the process from the reading? And the script is very similar to,
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty close. I don't know how many changes you made.
There were a lot of editorial changes that happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
so
post, yeah.
Yeah, in post there wasn't that many changes sort of in the screenplay.
Right.
To
Yes.
what you saw, but in the edit we ended
Cut
up.
out the big pumpkin patch scene.
There was a huge. There is a cat fight that we cut out.
Oh, really?
That will be on the DVD between myself and Amber. So.
Oh, really? Where did that take place in the movie?
It took place. I can't even remember. No, it started. It was look, you don't need to know about that.
All right, I wanted to know.
You're gonna know. No, you're gonna see it in.
Okay.
It's very funny.
All right. You have great faith that people watch DVDs.
Honestly, I have no faith at all that you'll watch the DVD.
By the
now
way,
that I
but
just
actually,
said
Apple, when you get it on iTunes, all the new movies have the bonus materials
yeah.
DVDs used to.
Okay, so on Apple,
Yeah. If they
go to the bonus material.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to. I don't even. You guys are probably busy.
And
They're busy. Look at them.
Okay. No, they're not. They're here watching you.
Right. Well, we're friends.
Here's what you're going to have to do.
This is all of my family, by the way.
Okay.
We're just on opening night.
All right. So, I have numerous things.
Okay.
First off, what is unusual for me about this movie is the release. It's actually being released in movie theaters.
Yeah.
And it's an independent film.
Right.
I'm wearing shorts, by the way.
I saw that.
And I didn't just come from playing tennis, which is
He's
embarrassing.
a very
man
virile
shouldn't be wearing.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a virile man.
No, how did this process happen? And where does it go to? Is it going to be available on iTunes now or soon? Or how does that work? I'm curious.
No,
this used to be the way that it was done.
Yeah.
You make a movie, you get financing, and boom diggity, you get somebody to release it.
Correct.
This is not the way it's done
No,
anymore.
this is different, and
Yeah.
I think because I made the movie with Cold Iron and the Film Arcade being partners in that, but the Film Arcade is a distribution entity, and so they took it on to distribute it. So I knew my distributors from the get-go, so they understood what.
So when it was acquired, it was we'll give you money to make it.
I think upon seeing the movie and understanding what it is, and that it was a more sort of commercial subject, that it wasn't that's kind of that was just the rollout that they felt comfortable with. They're okay, I feel like this will fit to a broader audience, not necessarily just in a world audience, but multiple demographics. So I think that was the idea.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
But yeah, so you're looking at me in such an intense way, Jeff.
First off, I am at all times could be napping.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there is no intense way.
Okay. It's
That's
the
a very
tennis.
unflattering angle. I'm just
No,
letting
he's
you
gonna
know with
come
your
up.
camera.
He's gonna come
This
up.
is not,
Come
shoulder.
up.
Shoulder's fine.
Right
That's
here.
great. If you can do that, you're not blocking anybody, but it's just, that's such an unflattering angle.
Yeah, just from
at least
the-
for me.
Well,
She does not have an unflattering angle. I do.
This side.
I'm a comedian. We do not. You're a doll.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you are.
Do we want to do like questions?
I think you want me to do questions.
I
From the
do.
audience. I can always ask
It's
her.
like
All right,
we're
let's ask this
family.
fellow with the hair.
Okay.
I say that because it's combed very neatly. It's
Yeah.
very specific.
Yeah.
Go.
I have to tell you, I kind of feel like your character would be in this film asking the documentarian a question, because I could ask you a million questions.
Okay, fair dues.
Keep it down to two. You are kind of doing exactly what I want to do in my career, being a writer, director, actor. That's like my goal.
Cool.
And I loved seeing in a world and seeing you do that in this film as well. I just wanted to ask you two things. One, being with writing specifically, what your process is like pre-writing and getting yourself to get the script done, and then also when you're actually making the film, what you learned within a world about acting and directing at the same time, and how you...
All right, so I'm going to repeat that
Okay, so they can
because
hear it.
people in the back have no idea what he said
Well-
or what his hair looks like.
He looks great.
He wanted to know what her process is in writing and prepping the movie, and then the second part was what?
How do you do
Oh,
it?
acting and directing at the same time. How does that work for you?
So,
okay, again, up with the camera.
just a little
Unless you're
higher.
going just on her, then I'm good with it
Okay.
because she has no bad angles.
Thank you. Great question. The writing process for me, I take a long time to write because it's so sort of personal, and there's no way I could like write something and then hand it off to somebody else to direct. I write with the intention to direct, and I use it as therapy. So it's usually, something that I have to get off my chest. So I would say only write what is authentic to you, and also just show up, because a lot of people are like, how do you start? I'm like, well, you have to, you have no excuse to not write, other than just not writing. So, I think, it doesn't take anything. It's not expensive to do it. You don't need an agent to write. You just do it.
Do you still have the same type of writing environment that's very clean?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I still have it. I do. You remember
I've
that?
seen her writing environment, and it was just, I was thrown by how specifically clean it is.
Because here's what I will say about that. Everybody's got their own different thing. But, my home is filled with like stories and knickknacks and, ooh, this is cool and dilapidated and falling apart in a beautiful way. And this is, it's just distracting. But my writing space is the antithesis of that. It's very clean and streamlined. The lines have to be a certain way. And when I set out to write, I set up little writers' retreats that are dedicated for that purpose, which means I'm not leaving my house, but look at me, is it this? Is it too
No,
much?
I'm
Okay.
enjoying you.
Okay,
Stop
good.
it. You are so self-conscious.
No, I'm not.
Stop it.
Listen, I'm still
I'm enjoying
breastfeeding.
being near you.
No.
I do.
You're right.
I'm thrilled
You're
to be
right.
here.
You're right. I just saw you.
I am. No, I'm listening.
Okay. So. Okay.
Do you know who I'm sitting next to? Lake Bell.
Oh.
I'm enthralled. Just allow a man to be enthralled.
I will allow this man to
Okay,
do that. He
okay,
played
go ahead.
tennis today. I
Okay,
apologize.
I did not play tennis.
Okay, fine. He just
But I'm
dressed
wearing
like he played
shorts.
tennis.
That's the point.
The point is, it's a great question, and in forward thinking, just in terms of you create your own. Yeah. By the way, if you have to pee or leave or relieve a
Stop.
babysitter,
They do. The ones who peed left to pee. Are you
Stop
talking about
it.
them?
Yes, let
They're
them-
assholes. I wanted them to leave. I didn't like the vibe they
So
were putting
sorry.
off in the room.
Yes. Hi.
I love that. Can I just imitate you? Lake pointed to this
No,
woman
yeah,
and she
because
went like
wants to
this.
talk. She would like to talk.
You
Because-
did.
Yes.
Did you not do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I know what I did. It's a serious thought that I'm having, and I want to share it with you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I met you.
Yeah.
Pardon mon
Came
affair.
out here on the set. I won't go into that, because that's not important.
Okay.
What is important is that I'm 88 years old, and I was married for 61 years. So I got married at 20.
Wow.
And I'm watching your film. I came to see you and see your film.
Thank you.
And I'm sitting at this film and I'm saying, what the hell is this all about? The relationship that people have today are weird. And I was watching this and I realized that this is
Yes.
You said something so profound. You gave so much there in the way of what a relationship really is.
Yes.
And what it means when people communicate.
Indeed.
And they share their lives with each other.
Yes,
And I thank you. I thank you for saying this to people and getting out into the world that sex is lust and marriage and relationships are marvelous. And I was lucky that I had 61 years of a friend who loved me and I loved him. And we trusted each other, we cared to each other, we were each other's best friend. And I wish you all the same.
That is a wish that I have never heard before.
You know what? I thank you so much for sharing that. I really do.
And you know that I was just impressed with this.
No, but
I just wanted to make sure.
Listen,
Okay.
No.
Okay. If you
No,
were
wait,
offended, that would have been strange.
I-
but that was great. You did say it.
No,
you said it.
Jeff.
Holy crap, you
Jeff.
said it. I've never seen anyone say it, and I'm glad you said it.
Jeff.
Why? I'm just being funny.
Easy.
All right.
Anyway.
Can I just tell you something?
No, can I have this? I would like
Yes.
to talk to this amazing woman who has just
All right.
shared.
Okay, then I have something.
Thank you very much.
Say.
I truly do appreciate it. And you know what? I'm just.
She's smiling, by the way, the woman. Just,
She
giving
is
you
smiling. Yeah, just so you know. But no, I am embarking on, I'm young in my marriage, and I wrote this as a love letter to that concept and that commitment, and I'm like putting my money where my mouth is. I'm saying I'm writing this so in the tough times and it gets muddy, I made a manifesto to sticking it out, So I do appreciate that, and I kind of adore your passion on that. At first I was like, is she mad at me? And then you just like rocked my world, and I got like emotional. And yes, I have a 3-month-old at home, and I'm still pumping. Look, the point is, I get heated and I'm like emotional. It's a lot. But anyway, I feel the same way. I mean, I make this movie. I know what happens in this movie, and I still cry like when I see it, because I want to feel good, especially in this day and age. I'm like, I want to feel happy and connected. I do. So I love that. So anyway.
All right, you.
Thank you. I have to tell you, it's one of the most refreshing movies I've ever seen. It will rank it high.
Thank you. I
on
appreciate that.
my list. And I'm a Florida boy. I'm a Florida Gator.
Go
Tomorrow versus Michigan, 12:30. I went to University of Miami, but I'm a Gator fan. Keep going.
Man, you were so sexy.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you.
Oh, like that.
You get warmer in here.
I just gotta tell you. He just said she was sexy.
He did.
They can't hear back
is
there.
the
They're
best
like, what the
Q&A.
hell's going on?
Thank you, though.
The title, I do until I don't. What do you have to do until you don't?
The title was, I had a working title before this that I sort of wrote the script with, and then ended up being sort of more interested in teasing the audience with Vivian's point of view, so that you could end up kind of a little surprised with the provocative message in this day and age. It's provocative to be sort of pro-commitment. And so it was kind of a playful way to kind of get people in, like, yeah, I'm really over this whole sort of like marriage thing. I like swiping left and all that jazz. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I love you, So I liked it being playful in that respect.
It's a good title.
The first title was "What's the Point?" and Other Fair Questions About Marriage, but it was real long. And
And that's not a commercial title.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they
that's a
wanted
commercial
to,
title.
they wanted.
I get that.
Yeah, so it's fine with me. It's still, from my brains.
And anyone in the back?
Anyway, just
Say me. I've got one.
oh,
Wait.
wait.
Right there. Me, I've got one. Yes, go.
This was part 2 of The Gentleman with the Hair.
Part 2 of the gentleman
Oh,
with
yeah,
the hair.
never got to that.
Forgot part 2. You know what? Your hair pulls people in.
she wanted to know about the, like, how do you do the whole shebang. Okay, so in a world, I had to figure it out pretty quickly. And I built in this sort of system where I auditioned a stand-in. Usually stand-ins are kind of like, it's a job where you sort of really just do that. But this time I had someone within a world, I had someone of my likeness and my sensibility, or at least just like a good person. Her name's Becca. She did both of these movies with me, and she sort of dyes her hair to be the same color or wears like a wig so that lighting-wise I can sort of see her in there. And she learns all the lines, knows all the other first-teamer actors, and basically after I've rehearsed a copious amounts before I even end up on the set, because there's like
can we stop there for 1 second?
Yeah.
So you heavily rehearsed. What happened?
Really?
Who are you?
Like one more.
You're the person I just
Can I
met who
finish?
emailed me.
I'm just wrapping up.
No, this is a good
That's
this is a good answer. All right, Elise, get out of here.
No, Elise is
No,
great.
Elise, move.
Look, she's gorgeous.
You're creating tension.
Sorry.
Go next to the guy in the blue who works here. Hold his hand
No, because
and
I gotta
start
go to
making
the
out
arc.
to this love.
I'm going to the arc light after this.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, because I gotta.
Who's
do
doing the
another.
Q&A there?
No one can hear us. Listen.
Who's
I'm
doing the
going
Q&A
into-
there?
There's no one doing it.
All right.
Do you
Why
need-
didn't you ask me?
You can. Do you want to come? This has gone very.
No, I don't want
I don't know
to.
if it's going well.
No, it's going
Okay.
great.
Hey, what was I saying? I'm gonna
Oh,
finish
that's
this.
what she's wrapping you
Yeah,
up for.
that's why
I
she's-
thought the theater one.
No. The
all right.
theater's like I could move in.
No, but you had heavy rehearsal.
Oh, so anyway, so we rehearse a ton so that on the day it's not like, I don't have the luxury of time on an independent. This was done in 20 days, So so basically, I set up the shot. First I rehearse it with my first teamers, the actors, and then I send them off to go have coffee and chill out, and then I set up the shot with the team, with all the crew, and Becca stays there. And then when I bring first team back, she already knows what's going on, and I don't put myself in until the very, very last minute. So yeah, I mean, that's one way to do it. And then just insane amounts of preparation. Like just, even if I'm a person who likes lists and, books and drawings and, it's like, as long as you have that blueprint or the myriad of blueprints, and all that work, then I think you can have fun, because the whole point is to have fun, but you're not going to have fun if you're not prepared. Wouldn't you say that's true in your experience?
No.
Great.
No. For me, filmmaking is I don't do any preparation. I write the
And you don't have fun.
screenplay. I have lots of fun, but it's different. It's just
Great.
totally different. I don't rehearse,
Okay.
and we just do camera blocking. We never rehearse.
Wow.
But the thing is, when I in the past I've done stand up, let's say on Letterman,
Mm-hmm.
I would do my set hundreds of times, including on nights when I wasn't on, in the dark at the Ed Sullivan Theater.
Right.
So that way, when I did it, I had fun. So I understand it that way.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I'm sorry I said no. Hey, you know what? We're out of time because Lake Bell's got to move on with her success. But I want to say something. Hold on a second here. I want to say thank you, sir, for saying how beautiful and wonderful this woman is. And thank you, ma'am, for being the most heartfelt person ever in the history of all Q&As. Yeah. There's never been someone like you at any
Absolutely.
Q&A. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.